the first down. Everybody getting injured right now is out for the game. And right now, we cannot stop anything. An interception as soon as we get the ball back. In the shadows of the goalpost, Rosen under pressure throws. Completed, Latavius Murray. Welcome to Last Chance Franchise. We're coming off the back of 2 losses. We started with 2 wins and now we've got 2 losses, and we're coming up against the 3-1 San Francisco 49ers, and we know they're a good team. Of course, with the 49ers, it all starts with Jimmy Garoppolo here at quarterback. And, you know, he's changed this offense since coming in, so we have to be careful of him. Jerick McKinnon here has a chance to actually play this season, not injured, and the wide receivers are not bad either. Of course, you have to look out for Marquise Goodwin's speed. You have to look out for Pierre Garçon, who has been forgotten but is a very good receiver. The cornerbacks is where we have to look out. Richard Sherman is going to be an extremely tough opponent. Could you argue that this defense isn't too strong? Maybe, but this man makes it a lot stronger. But it's guys like Reuben Foster as well who are going to make this very difficult for us. And let's see how we get on in this game. And this week we're going to be looking for a little more out of our run game. It's not really been where it needs to be. And we're going to be hoping that they step up this week. You know, passing we can't complain about. It's been pretty good. It's the run game that we need to see a little bit more of. And also, Devin Kajus we want to see a little bit more out of. And we may see him a little bit more in this game over Brent Selleck. Because, of course, Selleck is good, but he's not the future of this team. Kajus could be. So we need to keep an eye out on him. But apart from that, the defense hasn't been too bad. Obviously, the last game was 10-5. It's not like the defense was a problem. 5 points. The offense needs to step up, and it starts with the run game. Is it going to be Eddie Lacy? Is it going to be CJ Prosise? Or is it maybe going to be Stephen Ridley? We've talked about divisional matchups before, but this one is a little bit different. The 49ers in recent years have been a bit of a punching bag. That's not the case anymore, and they start with a run with McKinnon there, who we've already talked about. 2nd and 7, Garoppolo looking to pass, is tipped into the air and intercepted by Nickerson. It's a great interception, a great play from Weatherspoon to break that one up. He was looking for Marquise Goodwin, but Weatherspoon got in front of it, broke it up, and Nickerson came away with the interception. Give us a chance here. 2nd and 5, Prosise doesn't pick anything up. 3rd and 7, Rosen looking for a receiver, finds Hedison but doesn't get much. And we have to settle for a field goal, but it's 3 free points that we didn't expect to get straight away, and we were able to stop the 49ers here. Then Prosise running strong, getting the first down. 2nd and 7, Eddie Lacy getting a chance to prove what he can do. Gets stopped short of the first down. 1st and 10 after we had to punt away, and Garoppolo finds his man Marquise Goodwin. Watch out for that speed. We managed to get to him. 3rd and 10 now at the 36-yard line. Garoppolo again going over the middle, finding Taylor, gets away from 3 defenders, and he gets a touchdown. And that is, I don't want to blame just Bostic there, but he needed to get underneath that ball, and to be fair, 2 defenders banging their heads against each other doesn't really help us there either. 3rd and 2, and Eddie Lacy fights for the first down. 2nd and 7 now. Rosen looking to pass over the middle, finding Fitzgerald, always a reliable guy to throw to. 3rd and 2 again. Eddie Lacy again getting the first down, having to fight for those yards, but getting them. 2nd and 3 now, and going for his open tight end a little bit late. Kajust had a window, but he missed him. 3rd and 3, and he takes the sack. Nobody open enough, and the blocking wasn't good enough either. And on 4th and 15, that one is shanked wide by Roberto Aguayo. So the 49ers have the ball again, and Juszczyk breaking tackles, fighting for that first down. 1st and 10 now from the 31-yard line, and McKinnon with some space. Nobody's near him. Ben Bradley can't get him. Lonnie Ballantyne comes over late, and he gets a touchdown to score 14-3. And now Christian Kirk doing a little bit over the middle here. 1st and 10, Rosen gonna have to start passing here, and the ball is tipped into the air and intercepted by Richard Sherman. Fitzgerald against Sherman. Two big-time names, and Sherman comes out on top. It really wasn't Rosen's fault. It wasn't really even Fitzgerald's fault. It was just a lucky time for Sherman, but Ballantyne now with his own lucky play, or rather a good play, beating the receiver to the ball, high-pointing that ball, and Jimmy Garoppolo ends up making that tackle, but Ballantyne with a good play, a good return, giving our offense and the whole team a chance here again. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Rosen rolling to the right, losing the ball as he tried to throw it away. It's not being recovered right now, but it gets recovered by the 49ers because Smith didn't fall on top of it for whatever reason, and the 49ers went for a quick pass there, almost intercepted. 3rd and 5, Garoppolo going for Garcon, gets the reception. Peterson losing out there, going for Garcon again. Peterson this time winning, tackled by Jerick McKinnon, probably looking at about a 105-yard touchdown return if he would have been able to get past McKinnon, but he doesn't. Now Lacy running down the sideline after a screenplay. You don't expect that with Eddie Lacy. Now play action, 1st and 10, and Rosen is sacked again. Right now this line not doing much to block for him, just like another game. 2nd and 18, and it's intercepted. Carlos Henderson was the intended target, but Jimmy Ward comes up with it. I mean, Henderson had the step, it was just thrown slightly behind him, and Ward was able to get that ball and get it back for the 49ers, who already have 14 points and are looking for more here. 2nd and 10, 28-yard line. Garoppolo with plenty of time in the pocket, far too much time. Tackle made there by Nickerson, and we get a flag there. Apparently that was unnecessary roughness by Patrick Peterson. Not how I saw it, and here we get a stop on 3rd and goal, and Harrison coming up with it. 1st and 10 now for our offense after they get a field goal, 17-3 the score, and Christian Kirk is injured on that play. 1st and 10 now, and it's a reception by Carlos Henderson. And as I talked about Christian Kirk, worth mentioning that earlier in the game, Stephon Anthony went out with a injury for the rest of the game, but that's not important right now as Richard Sherman gets an interception. Rosen thought he had him beat with his back turned to the ball, but it wasn't the case, and now Garcon gets out of one tackle, and Garcon is in for a touchdown over 50 yards, 53-yard touchdown for the man, and right now we cannot stop anything. 24-3 the score, and we can't even catch a simple ball like that. Kevin White can't get it. 4th and 3, we tried something because we feel like we have to at this point. Can't get anything. Give the ball back to them. Kevin White has now been dropped, and it's going to be Antonio Callaway who gets the start as we stop them on 3rd and inches. Hold them to another field goal, and now 3rd and 5. Going for a screen here, and it was red all the way. This offense cannot do anything, and their Precise is now injured. Fitzgerald gets the 1st down. Everybody getting injured right now is out for the game. Really bad luck for us. On a 3rd and 13, we take a sack. Thomas coming in for that one. 4th and 23. We go for it. Rosen looking for Kevin White. Kevin White with the big catch after being dropped down in the depth chart and showing that maybe he shouldn't have been. 1st and 10. It's a completion to Carlos Henderson here down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Rosen looking for Callaway. Callaway stopped at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking for Fitzgerald. Safe hands. Safe touchdown. We get 6 points. We went for 2 and we do not convert. The score 27-9 right now. Just trying to salvage something from this game, and instead we throw another interception to Richard Sherman. Not our day whatsoever, and the game ends there as the 49ers can just kneel out the clock and we take a big loss. We went to a divisional opponent and got our butt whopped. There's no two ways to say that. Absolutely just, could not stick with the 49ers. They had our number. And Josh Rosen, this was his first, ugly performance in the NFL. Hopefully, not a watershed moment in a sense that he'll go down from here, but maybe a moment where this is his low point. He's now, seen his low point in the NFL, and maybe he can only go up from here. 4 interceptions, a couple of those weren't thrown well enough. A couple of those were played really well by the defense. It's, nor here nor there for him. Rushing, Eddie Lacy didn't do anything to establish himself. CJ Precise didn't really do anything to establish himself. Stephen Ridley didn't really do anything to establish himself. So we still don't know who our starting running back is, but right now I'll keep Eddie Lacy because twice on 3rd and short he fought for that 1st down, and you can't fault that. Receiving, really put him out everywhere today. Larry Fitzgerald, 6 receptions, 48 yards. Carlos Henderson, 6 receptions, 48 yards. Kajus with 3. Christian Kirk with 3. Eddie Lacy with 2. Antonio Callaway with 2. Kevin White with 1, very good one. Brent Sallet with 1. Stephen Ridley with 1. We put them all over the place in this one. But let's take a look at the defense, who couldn't really couldn't really stop the 49ers, but we did get a lot of significant injuries in this game that took people out for the length of the game. Lonnie Ballantyne leads the team with 9 tackles, then it's Sean Weatherspoon with 8, and then John Bostich with 6. Let's take a look at the sacks. Oh wait, there aren't any. Interceptions, however, we do have 3 of them. Perry Nickerson started this game with an interception, gave our team a chance. We never really capitalized on it. Patrick Peterson saved this team. We didn't really capitalize it. Lonnie Ballantyne saved this team and we gave the ball back pretty much immediately. Defense tried today. Offense did not repay them. So, plenty of injuries, but only one permanent one. And let's take a look. I hope it's not Stephon Anthony. And it is. Our 2 outside linebackers injured for the next 3 games. The worst thing there is that, of course, Anthony's so important to this team. If we can bring back one of Murley, I think I will, because we saw the difference there. It was pretty much hurting us very badly. Anthony missing was awful. Griffin could fill that role, but we need him back. Our linebackers right now are not good enough to, hang with any team, and especially not the Vikings, especially not the Broncos. Well, the Broncos obviously offensively not that strong at the moment still. But then we see the 49ers again before these guys are healthy. At least then we have a bye week, but that doesn't really help us either. If we had it before the 49ers, I'd be much happier. So here we are, 2-3. It's not where we want to be, but more importantly, the Vikings are 1-4, and it's not where they want to be. Let's take a look at this team and see how this could even happen. And we'll take a look at their injury report. Terrence Newman, their assistant coach, is injured. Dalvin Cook is injured, and that's good for us, but of course they do have a good backup behind him. And Pat Elflein injured as well, but, not really any built-in excuses for them. And now taking a look at the depth chart, of course they have the big money signing Kirk Cousins, and the running back will be Latavius Murray with Dalvin Cook out and injured. But the receivers as well, Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen, the tight end Kyle Rudolph, really going to be a tough job for this defense. We didn't do a good job against the 49ers. They need to do a good job against the Vikings. And then the problems for the offense start here with Danielle Hunter. They continue here with Everson Griffin, and they continue with Linval Joseph and Sheldon Richardson. And the linebackers don't make it much easier. Ben Gideon, not so good, but Eric Kendricks and Anthony Barr, very good. And the cornerbacks, even bigger problem. Xavier Rhodes, one of the top corners in the NFL. Potential to cause us a lot of problems. He's going to be matched up against our best receivers, of course, but Trey Waynes is going to take away anything. If we do have speed, he'll take that away. And they're not too bad going down the list either. And of course, Harrison Smith, big name on this defense, will look to impose his will on our players. I would say 2-3, it is vital we come back into this season with a win here. And it may be possible. It's away from home. It's the Vikings. They've got an incredibly good defense. But if we had a chance at any point, it would be this week. 1-4. They're reeling at the moment from bad form, and we could take advantage of that. And we'll try to do it with CJ Prosise as our starting running back. Now, we do still have a rookie that could be given a shot as well, but right now we're going to try Prosise. I do like the way we held our receivers in the last game. We'll stick with that. The defense, we really need some help here at linebacker. Some of these guys, okay. As I was saying, at linebacker, we're going to need some help. Bostic is going to have to step up. Weatherspoon is exactly what we need. Arthur Moats, this is your chance. You've had a career of being underused with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Step up now and play big. If not, I'm going to be looking at some other solutions there at outside linebacker. I'm not afraid to try a myriad of things. I'm not afraid to throw a safety down at linebacker because we've seen it done before. And it's worked out for guys like Mac Barron. And technically Griffin has made a transition like that, or was seen as a potential safety and plays linebacker. So I'm not scared to do anything here. So step up before I look for somebody else to do the job.
So this isn't an opponent you'd want to face when your offense struggled to put up even 9 points in the last game, but the Vikings are the team we're going to be playing, and there's no choice but to step up here. And Eddie Lacy isn't the starter, but starts because of the formation, and starts with a 20-yard rush to try and get his position back. 1st and 10 now. Selleck getting almost the first down, just short. 2nd and 1. Rosen dropping back, firing out quickly, and there we go. It starts again. Xavier Rhodes with the interception. Really, Fitzgerald had the body position, had everything, and he just makes an athletic play to take that one away. So the Vikings get the ball here now. 2nd and 1, going play action, but it's a sack by Odighizuwa. Didn't bite on the play action, gets the ball, and Pro Size here on 3rd and 3. Tried to get something, is injured, out for the game. And now Lacey will take back his starting position. 1st and 10, and Rosen is sacked. 2nd and 17. Looking for Fitzgerald when in trouble, even against Xavier Rhodes. Fitzgerald is still a good option more often than not. 2nd and 21. Rosen in some trouble, loses the ball here. Cyrus Kwanjo just runs past it. It is finally picked up. 3rd and 38, and Rosen in trouble again, taken down by Anthony Barr. We've talked about him, and he's causing us problems. A good tackle there by Peterson on Murray, and they go for a fake here on 4th and 4, but we stop them. We get the ball back. No points for the Vikings. 3rd and 5 now for us at the 45-yard line, and again an interception. Xavier Rhodes against Kevin White. Kevin White had a whole 2 steps on him, but he gets in front of it. Now the Vikings, a completion to Adam Thielen here, a completion to Stephon Diggs here, a completion to Latavius Murray on 3rd and 1, but he's stopped short, so they go for the field goal. And they do get it, and there are the first points of the game just before the first half ends, and an interception as soon as we get the ball back to Eric Kendricks, and they have a chance to get some more points. Cousins now with plenty of time in the pocket. They had 8 seconds left. They go for a play rather than a field goal. Latavius Murray is stopped as the clock runs out, so we do go into the half only down 3-0. They start with a screen here, but Sean Weatherspoon all over that, not biting for a second. 3rd and 13. Cousins again with plenty of time here. Completes it short to Murray, and Weatherspoon was there again. He's taking over this game right now. 3rd and 4. Rosen looking to pass. A wide open Christian Kirk. No problem finding him there. He gets around Xavier Rhodes, gets tackled by Anthony Barr. 3rd and 5, and it's a completion to Selleck. It was close. Right now, those Vikings looking pretty ball hungry, but it will also go against them as much as it goes for them. 2nd and 9 now. Rosen moving this ball well, finds Fitzgerald, who bounces off 2 tackles, gets taken down. Now 3rd and 8 in the shadows of the goalpost. Rosen under pressure, throws, completes to Henderson for the touchdown. That's Carlos Henderson's first ever touchdown reception, and it puts us in the lead here. They were late reacting, and by the time he caught it, he was just over the line. And the score now 7-3. We're in the 4th quarter here, and Cousins finds Stephon Diggs over the middle for a big completion. Now they give the ball to Latavius Murray. He is stopped on 3rd and 8, and they go for it on 4th and 6. Cousins throwing end zone, caught by Lonnie Ballantyne. Interception in the end zone. Huge play there. 7 minutes left in this game. Our offense really struggling to move against the Vikings, and we hold them there. 7-3 the score remains. We didn't really do much to run time off the clock. The Vikings have the ball back, and it's a completion to Stephon Diggs. Peterson was there quickly, but they still got the first down. 2nd and 7. It's a completion again over the middle to Kendall Wright this time. Plenty of defenders around, but no one breaking that up. And on 1st and 10, another completion. Adam Thielen against Patrick Peterson. 3rd and 4. They go for the run. Stopped again instead of going for a field goal. Twice now they've done that. 4th and 6, and they go for Wright, and Patrick Peterson stops him, and you can watch him here basically win this game for us if we run the clock out with a good stop. 3 opportunities they've had to go for a field goal. They decide to go for plays. They would be winning 12-7 at this point. Eddie Lacy gets the first down there with a strong run. 3rd and 9. Eddie Lacy finds a space, just gets stopped short, and we go for it on 4th and 1. Eddie Lacy stopped. We turn the ball over at the 32-yard line, and here comes Kirk Cousins looking to win this game for the Vikings. 3rd and 3. Completion, 4-yard line. They're just stopped. 2nd and goal. Kirk Cousins throws, completed. Stopped again, just short. It's a good stop. 3rd and goal. Kirk Cousins, another chance. Plenty of time in the pocket. Throws, completed. Latavius Murray steps out of bounds just shy of the end zone, and we win based on just the Vikings messing up after a terrible decision.
We only wanted to make it exciting for you. Okay, that's not an excuse. I can't. Sometimes you get, locked into a game and you forget to make normal decisions. It seemed like a good idea to go for it on 4th down at the time because it looked like we had a good look, but I forget that nobody blocks for us and definitely should have punted away. But the defense steps up and absolutely rescues us. 100% the defense won this game because Josh Rosen, again, to be fair, I wouldn't even blame him for these interceptions. Again, they just seem to be the defense making great plays on him. He threw 1 touchdown. Outside of the interceptions, 85, actually, as a matter of fact, outside of the interceptions, didn't throw an incompletion. It always went into somebody's hands, but just the defense 3 times got onto it, so he wasn't playing badly. Then we take a look at rushing. Eddie Lacy had himself a decent day, a good day for what we used to. 18 attempts, 71 yards. Receiving, again, a bunch of guys joining in. Brent Selleck, 43 yards. Fitzgerald, 531. Not great averages, but not bad either. Not much going on there, to be honest. The defense is where it was all going on. And Sean Weatherspoon, 100% the captain of this team. You think it's Patrick Peterson, and of course he's a big influence on this team. As a cornerback, but he's there in the middle of the field, and he's absolutely taken over this defense right now. 11 tackles, a bunch of game-winning tackles, I would argue. He was there. Interception by Lonnie Ballantyne, not a bad game for him. I don't think we had any false fumbles. We didn't. Just the one turnover. I seem to think there was another one, but just one, and it's all we needed because it was in the end zone. Nothing else to look at. Defense wins this game. And after that game, we get to upgrade Eric Lee. And I've got to say, he has been playing pretty well. A deserved upgrade here, and we can upgrade him within the scheme already, so we make him a 70 overall. Let's see what exactly. Awareness, finesse moves, play recognition, tackle. Happy with it. And there we go, a huge victory. Actually, the opposite of a huge victory. A very, very small victory. 7-3. I don't think I've ever won a game 7-3 before, or anything resembling that scoreline. But we managed to do it. We managed to come out of this week 3-3. We managed to rescue our 500 record after losing to the 49ers. We go in with maybe some confidence into this game against the Broncos. Of course, we're still missing guys, and I feel like we feel that, but in all honesty, it's the offense that's just not getting it done, and I wouldn't blame anything apart from the offensive line. Always happy to blame them, but I wouldn't even go as far to really blame them. I think Josh Rosen can't be blamed for throwing a lot of interceptions at the moment, but a lot of them are really just good plays by the defense, and that's not making excuses. You just have to admit sometimes they are. Sometimes, of course, there could be better decisions. Sometimes they shouldn't be thrown that way at all, even if the defender makes a good play. Whatever. He's not bad. Run game can get better. Did get better. Gotta say that. Passing game, I don't know what the problem is. Maybe it's because we put Fitzgerald in the slot too much and we need a little bit of a faster guy there. I don't know. We'll take a look at some stuff coming into this next week where we play against the Broncos, play against the 49ers again, looking for a little bit of revenge against the 49ers. But that's all something for next week.